Hi my friends, I'm Ixim. Today we're doing a card a day, and the card of today is Death, and it's number 13. Very interesting card. It's very strong to see because it has a lot of black and white and gray, and also, it's really strong in the sense of you're looking at it and you can see dead, right? Something already dead, but you also see some like a plants around, like I think it's sort of like a wheat, right? And so if you look at it, then you can see the black, which is darkness, unknown. You can see the white, which is pure and pure and good. And so to me, all the gray that it makes this combination of colors is, the wisdom that we gain through, acknowledging things that they are dying or we need to let go. So this card talks about death, and it can be literally about death if you're doing a reading, but most of the time we know it's about things that we need to let go, or that we're resisting, that we don't want to let go, or things that are ending. Like for me, a cycle that I'm ending with work, and then I'm gonna be in vacation, and then I have to start it over. So then for me, this card will apply, to that ending of that cycle of work. But I have seen this card for people that are retired, or have finished a relationship, or obviously lose a loved one. And so there are many meanings of this card, and the number to me has always been very interesting, which is a 13. So we have the 1, and 1 means beginnings. As unbelievable as it looks, it does means beginning. And the 3 means reproduction, production, or the union of things and what comes from that union. But so this card, you can say that it means that too. So it has both, although it don't really seems like it, but the union of both. If you add 3 and 1, you get 4. And 4, my friends, means reason, balance, structure, order. So for me, the word order, it really applies to this card, because if you don't let go, you cannot begin. If things don't die, then they cannot be a bird anymore. So it's the ending and the beginning of a cycle. It's the death and the bird, and the birth of something. So this card is beautiful in that meaning, that it means the seed of life. There is no life without an ending. There is no ending without a beginning, and it's the cycle of life. So I think that's why we see these grains, because that's what it means, the seed of life, and then the death. And it is a cycle that is always happening. So to me, the numerology of this card is really powerful, really beautiful. Now let's see what the guidebook said. And if you, I have not read it, and so we're going to do it together. But I think it will be in the terms that we've been speaking, thinking, closure and transformation. So yes, things that are ending, right? But getting that letting go part. No one loves the side of the death card in our reading, right? It can be depressing. We spend most of our lives denying death altogether. So when these cards appear, it's easy to get frightened or think that it's bad. Don't let the drama distract you from the message. Something in your life needs to end. It needs closure. This will happen voluntarily or not voluntarily. It's not your choice, my friends. It's time to finish, right? Either way, you will feel a positive transformation begin after the initial forms of suffering have passed. So what happened? That after we let go, that after we finish, we begin again, and we can then resume, or but then there is a transformation of the loss and the learning that we get and finishing something. Okay, a little bit of the tea. So anyway, this card for my shadow work, it is inviting me to talk about the things, to think and reflect and write, or maybe color, or maybe just think, take a long walk and think about the things that I need to let go, or that they're still there, somewhere there, that I need to put a little closure into it, that I need to really say, hey, you don't need to be here anymore. And I'm talking more in terms of my mind, because I like to think that the shadow work is more in the work is in your mind, and the things that are lingering and that affect you in positive but especially negative way. The things that you want to let go because they don't serve you anymore. So anyway, so this is what is this card is inviting me to do, and I really, really like this card in the sense that it's really shocking to see it. So after the shock, you start seeing the details and you start getting it, right? So anyway, thank you for watching. And as always, I invite you to participate and to make some comments or questions. They're always welcome, and I would love to hear from you. Thank you. Bye.